Hello, Chris Lee here from the SEC tournament where LSU has just beaten Georgia 9-1. Gage Jump, great outing for the Tigers. He goes 7 innings, gives up just 1 run, 1 extra base hit to Georgia, which has been just an offensive juggernaut. Johnson called Georgia's lineup the best one in the country, and Gage Jump and LSU just completely shut those guys down, which I think would bode well for the way this team is playing ahead into the postseason. Speaking of the postseason, big question has been, does LSU get there? LSU has moved up to number 25 in the RPI after its game today. According to Warren Nolan, is now 8-13 in Quad 1, which is not great, but as Jay Johnson pointed out after the game, he's played 34 teams against the RPI top 45. That is 61% of LSU's schedule. It went 20-3 versus the other teams. Johnson made the point that they did pretty well against the bubble tier of that schedule, and I think he's right. I think LSU, to me, is a tournament team. We'll see how the rest of this tournament plays out and what happens elsewhere, but I think beating Georgia, which was a top 7 RPI team even after this, is going to speak loudly. Same thing with LSU now winning 5 series in a row coming into this one. Now, maybe not have been the cream of the crop of the SEC schedule, but hey, you win 5 SEC series in a row against anybody, you've done something. LSU maybe got the tougher part of its schedule out of the way early too. So the Tigers will play Kentucky tomorrow morning. That is a team that LSU didn't play all season. Interested to see how that one goes. As for Georgia, Georgia will go home and await an NCAA hosting bid. We'll see if Georgia gets a national seed. I don't know if that'll happen or not. Georgia is 7 in the RPI, 11 and 12 against Quad 1 teams. I don't know, the NCAA may just have an aversion to making 4 teams national seeds, and I think we all know that LSU, or not LSU, but the SEC is already going to get 4 national seeds at a minimum. Maybe Georgia will be the 5th, who knows. Anyway, my takeaway, I think LSU has played its way into the field with the last few weeks. I think if there was much question, the Tigers probably cemented that today, but we'll see how it goes the rest of the week. All right, I'm Chris Lee for Southeastern 14, reporting live from Hoover.